I often hear, I love listening to your poems because when you speak, you have such a passion in your voice. And my response to that is always simple. It's because everything that I speak by, that I actually been through, I 100% stand on, whether it be love making, the way I treat my woman, God's blessing, raising kids. And sometimes I'm just saying the things that a lot of us are afraid to say. I'm not writing things down just because it sounds good on paper. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is that my poetry is me. For example, when I wrote My Queen, it was like with each stroke of my pen, I was drawing a woman that was so good to me that she was perfect. So despite any flaws that she did have, they didn't matter. So therefore, I feel like she deserves 100% nothing less of me. She's baby, boo, queen, wifey, all that, and she gets the best of me. She might not be your style or your type, but she's great for me. So it's no sacrifice or compromise that's too big that I won't make to keep her smiling. I'll do it gratefully. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is that my poetry is me. Let's get a little deeper. Sitting on the couch, thumbing through some old family photos, and I run across one of my brothers. For those that don't know, it was some years ago they just took his own life away, leaving his family with such a gut-wrenching, unsettling feeling that the poem, One Last Conversation, came into play. Because I still had so many questions that I wanted to ask. Number one being, nigga, what the fuck was you thinking? Now, 6 months ago, my dad is gone. I didn't get to ask him shit. Just an hysterical phone call from my grandmama like, Aaron, it's your grand, it's your dad. He's really, really sick. He's hunched over, throwing up everything out his body. Please stop what you're doing. Say a prayer. Say no more. I'm on the way. B8, wide open, trying to get there. Quick. I pull up to the hospital. They done John Doe my dad. How the fuck do you do that when you picked him up from his apartment? Now all we left to do is wait and sit. Meanwhile, while y'all trying to fix y'all fuck up, my dad in the back dying alone, not knowing that his family's on the other side of that door. Keep fighting Pops. And knowing I was right there, but doing they bullshit, I couldn't hold my ace's hand, my hero's hand. In the end, it really hurts like a bitch. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is that my poetry is me. Next step. A lot of men are too prideful to admit that it's been plenty of nights that we up to the AM hours after a bad breakup crying, thinking, how can she do this to me? Did I cheat on her? No. Cuss out and dog out? No. Bitches and hoes? No. But what I did do is on the daily let you know how blessed I was to have you in my life and how beautiful you are. And this God is my witness. You can't say that I don't. I told you from the beginning, I'll be your Clyde Burrows, meaning I'm a rider, good or bad. And we done been put in situations how to stand on that. So you can't say that I won't. Now you take your ass and ask that next man who really just want to smash. If he gonna do that same motherfucking thing, I'm guessing he won't. Round here reaching hard as fuck for the pettiest of things to argue about, knowing damn well it ain't that deep, but you want to feel better about wanting to get your bags and go like, really, dude? You don't think I'm smart enough to see past that shit? You ain't really mad about what the fuck you arguing for. Stop manipulating the situation and go ahead and cancel that shit. And 8 times out of 10, nobody's heart turns this cold, this fast, unless they're trying to get or already getting some older new pussy or some older new dick. When you dog me out, you go from queen to shit real quick. The saying is, what goes around comes around, so I wrote Karma. Because everybody knows that she's the real bitch. Same situation, new chick. Thinking this girl's doing everything she's supposed to be doing. She is freaking amazing. She's the real shit. Till one day she wakes up with a whole different plan to the point I don't recognize who the hell this is anymore. Repeating all the dumb shit that the last one just did. And I don't love Officer. When I do love, I love hard. So I'm not ashamed to admit that I fought tooth and nail to the very end with no help, respect, compassion, or consideration. So needless to say, she's not it. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is that my poetry is me. Let's switch it up. Go from negative to positive. Shit, I'm so down for my woman. Nah, you ain't got to call your girls. I grab that rat tail comb and help you take down them tiny 1 million ass braids. Them, you really sat there for 12 hours while she braided that shit ass braids. Them, why did you get them so skinny ass braids? Them, how did you even get this many fucking braids on one head ass braids? Them, never ending ass braids. Them, fuck, this is a lot of braids ass braids. But don't trip, because I still got you. I grab them oils and massage your scalp, boo. See, it makes me smile just knowing that I was a source of her. So I wrote that new poem, and I called it Pleasing You. Let's be clear. It ain't hardly nothing. And it's 2019, so I got to say hardly nothing that I won't do to please mine. Leave that trail of roses, light them candles and them oils, run that bath water, put on my full butler shit, pull out my whole grown man swag and smooth, take my time. But see, that's just the romantic in me. It's really up to you. We can skip right past that. You really ain't said shit. Go on, drop panties right here. I'm trying to lick them thrash that. Doggy style is my favorite, especially if that ass fat. Hell no, I don't want you to stop. I want you to keep Keep throwing that ass back. Hey, listen, I gets busy in the kitchen too. Chicken, ribs, steaks, shrimps, just to name a few. And I know we're in a new era and women nowadays like to eat, and baby, I don't mind feeding you. I want to be your anything and your everything, and the only thing that I ask is that you give me the best of you. Long as you love and respect me, then I got you. So on them days where you feeling like you ain't got no more fight for us, I'll put the whole load on my back. My daddy raised me right, baby. I'll carry us both through, because I know in pleasing us that I'm pleasing you. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is that my poetry is me. Last one. Why this dude still ain't came to get his kids? It's the weekend. He told them they're going to have so much fun. So they packed their little bags, put their toothbrushes in it, grabbed a snack, sat on the couch, and patiently took a seat, waiting for hours on end for this lame that never showed. He does this all the time. It's been 6 months since the last time he seen him. He'd rather play little boy than big man. So you know what I did and what I called it? Deadbeat. Don't get it twisted. Deadbeat ain't always a man. It could be the ladies too. And it don't always mean that you don't see them all the time. It could mean many things, like you raising them in such a sorry-ass manner that you might as well not even bother. For instance, I got a baby mama so ghetto and stuck on the fact that I cheated on her in my teens and early 20s that she still spares vicious lies. That don't fuck with me. What does is when she creates division between my children and their father. Now I'm doing the best I can to raise one child that's trying to wild out because her mother rather play friend and parent. Let me know all the time how her new husband comes before her own children. And right in front of my seed, she'll tell whoever she's comfortable with that neither her nor her new husband even want my daughter. So even though I tell my kids all the time I love them and how beautiful my daughter is, she still feels incomplete, so she lashing out, which makes my job trying to raise her in the right way, plus co-parent with this ignorant, trifling motherfucker that much harder. Some of y'all be so busy trying to fuck over the men that you don't realize how bad you fucking up the children. Some of us been there since day one. So speaking for the real ones, get off whatever scorn bullshit you on. Focus on the kids. Leave me the fuck alone and let us be fathers. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is that my poetry is me. Now, I wrote Ain't God's Gift, I Got Questions, and some many others, but I'm sure that you get it now. A lot of poets write down what they think sound good on paper. I jot down what I actually been around. Now, that's all good if it works for you, but that don't work for me. And even though I love hearing it, hopefully now when you question, why does it sound like he talking to me personally? Like I'm telling your own little story, and I'm on point, and I'm deep. It's because I speak from the heart, no flexing. So for the very last time, what I'm trying to get you to understand is that my poetry is me.